All right. Well, I am Chuck Hayes, and for anybody who doesn't know, uh, this is my first day of retirement, and so I'm really excited. It was a good 39 years in public education, but there were drawbacks. I loved my job, but I didn't have the money to travel, and I didn't have the money to pay my bills sometimes, so I had to work part-time jobs, teaching night school, teaching after-school programs, working retail on weekends. And then Natalia and I joined Travorium in 2023, and the world opened up to us. It's been a whole different world since we joined because it made traveling to where we could afford it. So, Travorium, travel more, travel better, and travel for less. So here is David Hart, CEO and founder, and his wife Adela. They are very genuine people, not what you think of when you think of a CEO, because they're very friendly, very helpful. Uh, you know, they he's cheers people on. He encourages people. His wife Adela is the same way, and they've just built something tremendous. So the company specializes in customer acquisition. It was established in March 2013 in the US, and there are opportunities in over 60 countries on 6 continents, millions in sales over the last 2 years and growing. And now that's 3 years. Okay. The corporate office is in Temecula, California. There are also offices in Madrid, Spain, and Almaty, Kazakhstan. So the travel industry, according to Bloomberg, is a $10 trillion industry, and it's estimated to reach 15.5 trillion by 2033. Now, this is an old slide. It's now an $11 trillion industry and estimated to reach 16 trillion by 2033. It's a business of dreams, easy to explain and fun to do, and it's a home-based business. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die, according to Warren Buffett, and he would know. So the services offered are resorts, hotels, cruises, car rentals, parks, theme parks, tours, activities, and entertainment. Now, we use the entertainment portal just to buy movie tickets, but you can get concert tickets and other things there. And there are other ways to get discounts at restaurants and even shopping. What are the benefits? Well, there's a travel membership. Platinum members will receive approximately 2 vacations every 12 to 14 months. Now, with Natalia, we both have a membership, so we're going more like 4 vacations, but I don't know how we managed to turn it into 6 or 8 vacations every year. So you earn travel points and then you use them to buy down the price of stays. Now you book at travel agent rate, saving up to 60% off and getting back 3% cash back in loyalty points. And you can use these loyalty points to buy down prices of other things. We bought down the price of a Sam's membership using loyalty points, but you can also use them, and mostly I think they're used to buy down, to buy more travel. So there's a business component to it where you can earn money 24/7 from anywhere in the world as residual income. This is the legacy travel site. Hotels, rental cars, activities, cruises, entertainment. So you save up to 60% off on travel at more than 2 million hotels and resorts. Okay, I'm not going to go into too many examples, but I'll just start. Churchill Suites, Monte Carlo, Miami Beach. Now, this particular stay is 2,326.90. However, if you book the same room, the same dates, the same hotel, same everything with Expedia, it's 4,463.84. So you see the difference there. That's not even from retail, that's from Expedia. We're undercutting Expedia that much. Another example, this is huge. in Las Vegas at Harris Casino and Lounge. This particular stay is $293.58 with Expedia. With us, it's $15.46. Another example in San Diego, just see the differences. And once again, when you're booking on the Legacy site, you get 3% cash back and loyalty points, which you can use to book more stays. Then we get to getaways. This is where you get to use those travel points. The getaways are at resorts, and a lot of them are timeshare properties. The difference being we get to use the timeshares without actually having to buy a timeshare. Because I know people pay what, 40 to $70,000 to join a timeshare. You get to use the same properties with Travorium. Natalia and I've had a couple of really good ones at resorts. One in Hot Springs, Arkansas, 250, I'm sorry, $350 for 7 days in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, full kitchen, place at a resort. And we were able to have up to 6 people. Now, that's the cool thing about getaways. You look at the specific getaway and it will tell you how many beds and how many baths, how many people can stay with you. You can take family members with you. Here's some getaways. Canary Islands, Spain, 8 days, 7 nights in a studio. Retail rate, $899. Travorium rate after points applied, $7 plus tax. Excuse me. Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, 8 days, 7 nights, 1-bedroom suite. Retail rate, $1,299. Travorium rate after points applied, $149 plus tax. Natalia and I were there in September, and it was a blast. Orlando, Florida, and everybody wants to go to Orlando for the theme parks. Well, this is 8 days, 7 nights in a 2-bedroom suite. So there you're taking family or friends with you. Retail rate, $1,149. Travorium rate after points applied, just $142 plus tax. Then we get to World Tours. World Tours are my absolute favorite. The best vacation I ever took was on a world tour to Thailand. So there are 100 plus destinations per year. Well, there are way more than 100 now. And there's about 230 different world tours on probably 150 different destinations now. And so I love the world tours. And one of the cool things about world tours, if you've traveled like me my whole life, when I traveled, I was staying at budget hotels and things. World tours, you always stay at a 4 or 5-star hotel. And most of the places I see are actually 5 stars on the world tour, but nothing less than a 4-star hotel. So let's look at this world tour. Venice, Italy, 5 days. Breakfast included, glass factory tour, retail rate, $1,110. Travorium rate after points applied, $249 plus tax. And I love the breakfast included, and a lot of these have breakfast included. And that's really cool for me because I love to get up and have breakfast. Okay, Dubai, I'm not going to talk about this one really today because there's lots of trips to Dubai, but the world just isn't, it's not a good time to go to Dubai. Okay, then we have Montego Bay, Jamaica, 5-star resort, 5 days, all inclusive. Retail rate, $2,199. Travorium rate after points applied, $579 plus tax. Once again, these are old slides. I think it's actually about $629 instead of $579 now. Natalia and I went in March to this one. There were about, I don't know, at least 20 people there from Travorium, 10 that we knew. We had lots of people to hang out with. It was a great time, which that's one of the things about Travorium, meeting friends and having fun together. Okay, Las Vegas, Hawaii, New York, it goes on and on. The world tours are a blast. And once again, they're always 4 and 5 star. So Here's the different memberships. Now, the thing is, there's no contract ever. If you decide at some point, I don't think I like traveling. I don't think I like paying less for things. Well, you can quit. No, but there's no contract. Okay. So I skip over silver and titanium because the best value and way most popular is the platinum. 269.95 one time gives you access to travel site better than travel agent rates, world tours up to 80% off retail, getaways up to 80% off retail. You get 270 travel points per month that you can use on those getaways and world tours. And there is a 135 monthly fee. You can just count that as like putting 135 in a piggy bank that you're going to use for a travel fund. Then we have three to profitability. When you refer three of the same memberships, you earn as much as you're spending. The business model, well, you've got all these guys, Booking, Kayak, Orbitz, Expedia, Priceline. Well, they advertise everywhere. You see all the advertisements on TV, on the internet, on the radio. They're always advertising. They spend a fortune advertising. Okay. People like us, we talk about Travorium. There's not advertisements, there's no marketing budget. So the money that Travorium saves goes to you, the customer. Compensation with Travorium. Make money by showing others how to save money on travel. So you can do a business partnership with Travorium, and most people do. It's $99.95 annually. I've owned a business before. It was more than $99.95 just to register my business's name with the county. So you get access to the website, back office, marketing videos, which are terrific, training that goes on 7 days a week, and it's a turnkey business with tax advantages. Tax advantages being you can write off a portion of your mortgage if you have home office, write off a portion of your internet, your computer, your telephone. There's all sorts of tax advantages that are going to save you a lot of money on your regular bills that you'd already be paying. And so that's one of the cool things about being a partner is that you can write things off. And some of your travel you can write off. So let's look at the compensation plan. We already talked about if you get three people to join, you have three membership sales, you earn as much as you're spending because what you do is you get 445 daily for having three people on your team. All it is three. 445 daily, which that's 137 a month. Well, your fee that's 135 a month, instead of having to pay that 135, that 137 that they're collecting for you, they'll then use that to pay your 135 a month. So now you've got a free membership. Then we get to one-star director. Now, if you get eight people on the left and eight people on the right, you're earning $10 daily, which is, $300 a month in residual income, 3,600 annually in residual income. Now you see ranges here, 300 to 700. Well, all these have ranges. The ranges are the lower number is your residual income. The higher number is bonuses that you receive by getting new members, or when your team gets new members, you get a lesser amount, but that's still coming in. And that 300 a month that you're getting residual with bonuses can be 700 a month. Then we have two-star director. You've got 25 platinum memberships on the left, 25 platinum memberships on the right. You're earning now $25 daily, 750 residual monthly, and 9,000 a year in residual income. So you're probably starting to think, well, did I have to recruit 50 people to have 25 on the left and 25 on the right? No. To be a two-star director, you need to have 5 personal partners. That's partners that you recruited. Okay. At a 1-star, it was 4. At a 2-star, it's 5. When we get over to 3-star, it's 7. So at 3-star, you've got 63 platinum memberships on the left, 63 platinum memberships on the right. You're earning $70 daily in residual income. Okay. But you didn't recruit all those people. You recruited only 7 people. Now, those people, they don't want to pay 135 a month either. So they're recruiting people. So everybody's going to try to get at least 3 partners. Okay. And some people, seeing that they can actually make money from this, are going to continue recruiting partners and continue helping their partners recruit partners. Then we have 4-star director. You have 125 platinum memberships on the left, 125 platinum memberships on the right, and you're earning $100 in residual pay. So that's, 3,100 a month or 36,000 a year in residual income plus all those bonuses coming in. Okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this right here because I just told you all of this. Okay, the only thing it does, it tells that I didn't tell, it tells the different numbers of personal partners you must have to be at that level. Because you could have, you know, 63 on the left and 63 on the right, but if you have 6 personal partners, you're still a 2-star director. So you do have to recruit your own partners. But this shows how many personal partners you must have to have it at each level. Now, ambassador. Everybody wants to be an ambassador. That is what everyone aspires to be, is an ambassador, because that's when the real money's coming in and there's more than just the money you get, say 80 to 100,000 a year. And I don't think there's any ambassadors who are actually making less than 100, because while you're getting this residual income, if you've got that many people, 188 on the left, 188 on the right, you've got a lot of people working that are getting you bonuses. Also, the reasons people aspire to be an ambassador. Excuse me. Besides 140 daily residual income, you get to take an annual vacation. You're already getting vacations from Travarium for free, but you get to have an annual vacation with all the ambassadors. There's also global bonus pools. There's bonus pools that only the ambassadors receive. Then there's Ambassador One Share. What Travarium does is they take 3% of all sales in Travarium across all the teams, and they split that money up with each ambassador getting 1 share of that money. Now, when you step up to higher ambassadors, you get more shares. But, at ambassador, you're still getting that 1 share. Then there's the Louis Vuitton experience. Leaders in Travarium take you to Louis Vuitton and let you shop, and they give you a gift card to buy something with. So at the bottom, we have the 3-star ambassador. Well, it doesn't stop at ambassador. There's different levels of ambassador. And when you hit 3-star, they give you an Omega watch. I'm not really going to go through all the compensation plan of all the ambassadors. Suffice it to say, at ambassador, you're making over 100,000 a year. As you move up, it just keeps getting better because there's unlimited daily income potential. There were over 25,000 new members in 2024. I believe the number was 33 for 2025. contact the person who invited you and ask how you can get started today. We guide you step by step and teach you all the strategies necessary for your success. And I'm going to move to the side so Natalia can get in here. If anyone has questions, go ahead and unmute everybody. And